I'm just gonna show you guys how, for me, doing it in the prone, and if I have time to do in the sideline, is a little better than the supine. Because the supine, I have to kind of angle myself in an awkward position, so you might want to come around. You can probably, you guys might have to be over there. All right, so this greater trochanter is like right about here. And for me to get that whole entire IT band, my whole treatment in the supine is gonna have to be like this. So you see how I have to come in at an angle just to address that IT band. So if I'm addressing quads, and if I know I'm gonna do a couple of sweeps on the IT band, then this is fine. But if it's an issue what I have to address, you see what I have to do to the femur. I have to internally rotate the femur, and I have to kind of be at an angle so that I'm generating force through my back leg. You okay with the pressure? Now with the IT band, there's an area 3/4 up the IT band. So 3/4 up the IT band, there's a sensitive area. We all have it, very tender. So as I'm going up with my deep pressure, I'm lightening up. I'm going 50% lighter than what I did because I know there's a tender area right about here, all right? Some say it's the muscular tendon junction with the TFL, and then some say just up here in this vastus lateralis, it's just like a tender dip. You'll feel it. It'll feel like you're dipping into a sinkhole with that. So you just want to take precautions when you're working that area. Anytime I'm working IT band, I get some rotation on that femur, so it allows me to get right where that lateral knee, so right at this condyle of the tib, this lateral knee, and then I'm just going up. And I'm going up. All right. Now, if we switch the position from supine, let's show them sideline. So sideline, and just scoot towards me. So supine to sideline, obviously we would use the thicker bolster. I have full access to this IT band now. Here. Now if I'm strictly doing IT band only, then I'm gonna play with some of my positionings. Prone, sideline, prone, sideline, prone. If I'm only doing IT band. All right. So here, I can go a lot deeper, and then I could address it from both directions. So just like riding a bike down the hill, in massage we have going up the hill where we're going up against those muscles, and then we're going down the hill where we have more, we can do more with the work that we have at that angle. So here, if I want to start high, I could address that IT band. How's the pressure?
Okay.
Yeah. So I can get that whole entire band, and you can see as I sink in, the movement, the muscles kind of separating from there. That's if I want to use forearm, if I want to use soft fist, but I'm going down the hill. I can strip. Or I can go up the hill. So now here, lateral knee, and now I'm going up. You feel that, right?
Yeah.
So that's always gonna happen as you get like right at this point. The quad, the vastus lateralis is gonna separate from the band. All right. If I was using forearms. All right, so that's sideline. Prone position for me is a little bit better because I don't have to go from supine, prone, sideline. I can get the IT band work done in this prone position. So on this side. So hopefully your client has some mobility in the hip where you can do the frog. So you'll see here how I have them in the frog position. What do I have access to? The whole IT band in the prone position. So I went from here, and you don't have to come all the way up. I just went from here and here, so his foot stays on that bolt. So in this position now, I have access to the whole IT. I can generate my force from being behind my stroke. Now I can work hamstrings and quads. I could go in, work this lateral knee. So this position is the grand finale. This is what you present at the end of the show. For this position, you're hitting hamstrings, quads, lateral knee. And if you had this draped with glutes, you also have glutes. So that's why it's the grand finale where you're hitting that whole lateral leg. So you see here, I can have one hand off, I can alternate hands, I can do two, I can do, so you see I can come in, ischial tuberosity, hamstrings, I can come in here, quads. Like I said, if he was draped, I would have glutes, medius, minimus, and get some maximus in. All right, and after I'm done with that, back to the normal position. So basically here to here. You don't have to come all the way out here because you don't want the pelvic to hike. You don't want to get that hip hike. You want to prevent the hiking of that pelvic. All right, let's get rock and rolling. Grand finale, guys.